Good morning, dear students. This is our third lecture of Laplace transformation. Let's have a recap. We have seen in the first lecture basic definition of Laplace transformation and some standard formulae. In the second lecture, we had how to find Laplace transformation just using the standard formulae. Nowhere we have used any property of Laplace transformation, and as I said, from this video onwards we are going to see one by one all the properties of Laplace transformation which are most useful to find the Laplace of given function. So let's start with the first property or the first theorem, whatever we say. The name is first shift theorem. Now, first shift theorem, I will write it. The theorem says if L of ft is f bar s, then L of e raised to at into ft is f bar of s minus a. Now, before I explain you this property or this theorem, one thing understand, whatever properties, whatever theorems we are going to see, please don't just focus on this statement. No one is going to ask you state it. You have to understand because you need to apply it in the problem. So, just leave what is the statement. I will explain you the meaning of this statement. What is first shift theorem? So my first point will be when to use first shift theorem, and my second point will be how to use first shift theorem. So first point, when to use first shift theorem is when we want to find Laplace of e raised to at into any function. Say as an example, if you want to find Laplace of e raised to 2t into sine t. Let's have simple example. E raised to 2t into sine t. Please don't just focus on this statement. Understand the meaning. I'm just behind that, and these videos again and again I'm telling you just to clear the concepts. First shift theorem, first step when to apply. I'm repeating, when to apply, when it is e raised to at, e raised to at into any function. So the moment you see e and you need to find Laplace, remember, we have to apply a first shift theorem. Now I will say how to apply it. Just say it is e raised to at into something. So I will just tell you, hide this e as if it is not there and find Laplace of remaining. What is Laplace of sine t? Laplace of sine t, all of you know sine at, recollect the formula. Laplace of sine at is a upon s square plus a square. Here is 1. So this Laplace is 1 upon s square plus 1. This is the Laplace of sine t. Understand the procedure. What I am telling you, hide e. Find Laplace of remaining part, that is sine t. This is Laplace of sine t. Now, it is e raised to 2t. So, in this Laplace, replace s by s minus 2, opposite sign. You have to replace s by s minus 2. So, it becomes s minus 2 whole square. That is the first shift theorem. I am repeating. Now come to the statement. You will understand the statement also. What I am repeating, first step, when to apply first shift, when it is e raised to at into some function. How to apply? Just hide this e. Look at the remaining function and find Laplace of just remaining function. What is Laplace of this remaining function? What is Laplace of f of t? It is a bar s. And then replace this s by s minus a. What is this s? We have power of e is 80. So replace s by s minus a. It is opposite sign. If you have here e raised to minus 80, it will become a bar at s plus a. Means, once again, this is third time I am telling you, two important steps. First step, when to apply first shift, whenever you want to find Laplace of e raised to something into given function, some function is there, e raised to at into some function, we have to find first shift, we have to use first shift. So keep in mind, the moment you see e, it is first shift. Just keep this fix in mind. Second thing, how to find, I am repeating, hide e, whatever is the remaining function, get its Laplace, and in that Laplace, replace s by s minus a, that is here it is s minus 2. If you want, I will give one more example. If you have e raised to minus t into cos 2t. Now again, same steps I am repeating. E into something means first shift. That is the first thing. Secondly, how to use, hide this. What is Laplace of cos 2t? Laplace of cos at is s upon s square plus a square. S upon s square plus a square, that is 4. That is Laplace of cos t. It is into e raised to minus t. So we have replaced s by s minus a, opposite sign. This is minus 1. So minus minus plus. So to replace s by s plus 1. So this s will be replaced by s plus 1. This s will be replaced by s plus 1. And it is Laplace of e raised to minus t into cos 2t. So I hope you have understood this. I will give you one more example. If you want to find out, say e raised to 3t. Now let me have into sin t into cos 2t. This is our problem. How you will do it? So my first step was, the moment you see e, you have to understand this first shift theorem. My second step was, hide e, find Laplace of remaining. So our job is to find Laplace of this part. Now how to find Laplace of this? That we have already done. So actually I will start with, consider L of sin t into cos 2t. Now just go back to previous lecture. It is sin into cos. We don't know Laplace of product. So we take help of trigonometry. We use the formula 2 sin a cos b. 2 sin a cos b. Sin of a plus b plus sin of a minus b. T minus 2t is minus t and sin minus t is minus sin t upon 2, because I have multiplied and divided by 2. So this is the L of this. Now 1 by 2 is a constant. Sin 3t. What is Laplace of sin at? It is a upon s square plus s square. Here also a upon s square plus s square. This was Laplace of sin t into cos 2t. Hide this. Find Laplace of remaining. Found out. What was the next step? Now I replace s by, here it is 3t. So I replace s by s minus 3. If it would have been minus 3t, I replace s by s plus 3. So my next step is, therefore L of e raised to 3t sin t into cos 2t, replace s by s minus 3. So 3 upon s minus 3 square plus 9 minus 1 upon s minus 3 square plus 1. This is by first shift theorem. That's it. So this was first shift theorem, very important property. So before going for next, I am repeating this. First thing I said, first shift theorem, when to use it? When you have e into some function and its Laplace you need to find out. How to do it? Hide a, find Laplace of remaining. That's what I have done everywhere. Hide e, find Laplace of remaining. And whatever Laplace you get, there replace s by s minus a. Means here it is s minus 2. Here it replaces by s plus 1. Here replaces by s minus 3. That's it. And this way we can use first shift theorem. Now let's go for second theorem. Our second theorem is, now let me write here, the second one is change of scale. Change of scale property. Now again I will state it and then I will tell you when to apply, how to apply. This property says again, if L of ft is f bar s, then L of f of at is f bar of s upon a, and outside we have 1 upon a. Just understand what I have written. I will explain you immediately. This property says, change of scale property, it's L of f of at, L of f of at, that is f bar at s upon a into 1 by a. Fine. Now first thing, when to use. Second thing, how to use. Now when to use means whenever in place of t you have at in the standard function. First I will give simple example. Say Laplace of sine 3t. Now actually we have direct formula of Laplace of sine at. But just to explain this property, what I will say, we know Laplace of sine t, and in place of t it is 3t. That is this change of scale. See, we know Laplace of ft, and in place of t it is 8t. In place of t it is 3t. So in such situation, first of all we use this formula. Second step, how to use. First we find Laplace of ft. Means here first we have consider Laplace of sine t. Means instead of 80, first we will consider t only. What is this Laplace? A upon s square plus s square. That is 1 upon s square plus 1. And now see properly. In place of t we have 3t. In place of t we have 3t. That is in place of t we have 80. Then what is the Laplace? In this Laplace replace s by s upon a. So here this s I have to replace by s upon a, that is here s upon 3 whole square plus 1 into 1 by a, that is 1 by 3. If you simplify this, you will see you are getting the correct answer 3 upon s square plus 9, which was formula of Laplace of sine 3t. I will give you one more example which is very commonly used, and this is a problem where many students make mistake. Just see what it is. My question is here, if Laplace of error function of root t is 1 upon under root s plus 1 plus 1, you are asked to find Laplace of error function of 2 root t. Now, very common mistake here students make is, just see, as I said, in place of t it should be 80. What most of the time students do, error function of root t is this. You are given 2 root t. See again, it is 2 root t. So replace s by a, that is s by 2. That's very common mistake. What is the mistake? What is the error here? Just understand my sentence. I said repeatedly, in place of t it should be at. See the statement. We know L of ft, and in place of t it should be at. So here it is not 80 in place of t. So first we have to do that. So what we have to do here? Error function of t 2 root t. First I will write as L of, this is same as error function of root of 4t. I hope you understood this step. This 2 I took inside root, so it became 4. And see properly now my sentence. In place of t it should be at. We know Laplace of ERF means error function. We won't go in detail what is that error function. You just think it's some name. Instead of f, I am writing ERF. That's it. So it is f of root t, and you are asked f of 2 root t. So what I am saying again and again, in place of t, it should be 80. So this 2 into root t, I will write as root of 4t. So in place of t, I got 4t. Means in place of t, I got 80. So my formula will be, my Laplace will be, first we have to find Laplace of error function of root t, which is given. Replace s by s upon a, so which is actually s upon 4 and not s upon 2. So s upon 4 plus 1 this, and into 1 upon a, that is 1 by 4, and you can simplify this. So please understand this very well. I am repeating this part because very common mistake, student just replace s by 2. But no, what was my sentence? In place of t, it should be a t. So this 2 into root t, I wrote as root of 4t. And now I got in place of t, it is 4t. Means my a is 4. So whatever is Laplace of error function of root t, here will replace s by a, that is s by 4, and into 1 by 4. And that is our change of scale property. So we'll stop here, and in the next video we'll go for next property, that is multiplication by t. So till then, goodbye. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Thank you.